everyone. Today's topic is Kleen's theorem in automata theory. Kleen's theorem states that the finite automata and regular expressions are equally powerful because both represent the same language, that is regular language. This statement can be restated in two theorems. Theorem 1 says that the language defined by a regular expression can also be accepted by a finite state machine. That means we can say for every regular expression there exists a finite state machine. Hence the theorem is called as regular expression to FSM. The theorem 2 says that the language accepted by a finite state machine can be defined by a regular expression. That is, we can get a regular expression for every finite state machine. So the theorem is called as FSM to regular expression. Let's take the first theorem. The formal definition of the theorem is, let R be a regular expression, then there exists a finite state machine that accepts L of R. It means, as I told, for every regular expression we can construct a finite state machine. The proof for this theorem is by construction. So we take the definition of a regular expression and construct a finite state machine for each statement. In our previous video we have learnt the definition of the regular expression as psi is a regular expression, epsilon is a regular expression, any character x is a regular expression. If we have two regular expressions x and y, their union is also a regular expression, their concatenation is also a regular expression, and closure on regular expression R is also a regular expression. Let's take the first statement, that is epsilon is a regular expression. So this indicates the language containing an empty string. That means there is only one character in the language, that is epsilon. So to construct an FSM for this regular expression, we'll be having a initial state Q0 and we have a final state QF, and we'll be having a transition from Q0 to QF with the input epsilon. As we know, in the finite state machine a string is accepted if we are going to process that string starting from the initial state. So when we reach the end of the string we should be in the final state. So here on reading the input character epsilon, we are going to reach the final state from the initial state. So next we have the statement that is psi is a regular expression denoting an empty language. So this language is not containing any string, not even a epsilon. So here we have a start state and we have a final state, and there is no way we can move from one state to another state. So hence this is the FSM for this psi. Next we have a statement, any character x is a regular expression. So the finite state machine for this statement is, we have an initial state Q0 and we have a final state QF. So upon applying this input x, we will be having a transition from initial state to the final state. That means this x string is accepted. Next we have the statement, that is, if we have two regular expressions x and y, then their union is also a regular expression. To construct a finite state machine for this, let us see the schematic representation of finite state machine accepting the language L of x as shown here. That is, it is having a initial state Q and the final state, and this is the whole machine that is going to accept the regular expression language, that is L of x. So in order to have the finite state machines for two regular expressions x and y, we will be having two FSMs like this. Here we have a FSM accepting the language L of x and we have a FSM accepting the language L of y. So to have a union of these two regular expressions x and y, we'll be adding one initial state and one final state, and we'll be connecting these initial and final state to the FSMs of L of x and L of y through epsilon transitions. That means the machine can move from initial state to final state either accepting the language L of x, or it may move from initial state to final state through accepting the language L of y. So that is, we have a statement that is, if we have two regular expressions x and y, then their concatenation on the languages defined by these regular expressions L of x and L of y will also be a regular expression. So the FSM for this is, we have a finite state machine accepting the language on the regular expression x called as L of x, and similarly accepting the finite state machine accepting the language L of y. So here we are concatenating these two FSMs through the epsilon transition. So here when we are going to concatenate, we have to note one thing. First, we are going to have the language L of x. So the initial state of L of x will become the initial state of the whole concatenated expression. And the final state of L of y will be the final state of whole concatenated language. Next we have a statement that is, the clean closure on the regular expression R is also a regular expression corresponding to the language L of R. The FSM for the regular expression R accepting L of R is written as shown here. R star on L of R means L of R can repeat 0 or more times. If it is L of R is repeating 0 times, means from the initial state we are going to move to the final state without moving to L of R. That means directly from Q0 to QF. That is 0th transition. If L of R has to repeat many times, means we will be having a transition from final state of L of R to initial state of L of R. So that means this state will be repeating, or this FSM will be repeating any number of times. So here this is going to represent the clean closure on the regular expression. Let's see some problems on this theorem. The first problem is, obtain a FSM which accepts strings of A's and B's starting with the string AB. To construct a FSM, first we need to find the regular expression for the given language. The language is having string starting with AB, then a combination of A's and B's can repeat. So the regular expression is AB into A plus B whole star. Now we should construct the FSM in the following steps. First we have a character A, then the character B. The FSM for the A can be written as, we have a start state, we have a final state. So upon this input A, it will be reaching to the final state from initial state. Similarly, we can have for the character B the FSM as shown here. That is AB. We have the finite state machine as shown here. First, the character A, we should have a transition, that is from start state to some middle state, and then from that state upon input symbol B will be moving to a final state. So this is the finite state machine for part of the string AB. So next we have another substring A plus B whole star. So first we will try to write the FSM for A plus B. So for this A plus B, as we have seen in the Kleen's theorem, so whenever it is a union of two sub FSMs, so this is the FSM for A, this is the FSM for B. So if we have to have a union of this, we'll be adding one initial state and one final state through epsilon transitions. So this is representing a plus b. So we need to have the a plus b whole star. So for this, once again we'll be adding one initial state and one final state through epsilon transitions. So as we have seen in the Kleen's theorem, so thus a or b can repeat 0 or more times. So 0th time means it will be a transition from start state to final state. Many times means it will be a transition from final state of a or b to initial state of a or b. So this is the FSM for a plus b whole star. So the complete finite state machine for the string for the regular expression ab into a plus b whole star is as shown here. So this is the FSM for ab. So this is the FSM for a plus b whole star. We have concatenated these two using a epsilon transition. One more problem on Kleen's theorem is obtain an FSM for the regular expression a star plus b star plus c star. So in order to construct an FSM for this, first we will be writing a FSM for a star, then for b star, similarly for c star. Then we'll have a union of all these a star, b star and c star. So the FSM for a star is, so this part from transition from this state to this state is the FSM for a. If it has to repeat 0 or more times, we'll be adding the start state and one final state through epsilon transition. So star means it can repeat 0 or more times. 0th time means it is a transition from start state to the final state, and many times means it will be a transition from final state of the FSM A to the initial state of FSM A. So similarly we will have the finite state machine for B star as shown here and for C star like this, and we should have a transition for all this, that is union of all this. So to have a union we'll be adding one initial state and one final state to epsilon transitions. So this is the final FSM for the regular expression A star plus B star plus C star. Hope you understood. We'll see the other part of Kleen's theorem in the next video.